What's up, everybody? Welcome to Saturday. It's December 14th. As you can see, I'm still not in my studio. So, as I said yesterday, we're on the road. We had something going on with my wife's aunt. So, we had to come down to Mexico. But that doesn't stop me from wanting to do my goals. It's not going to stop me from achieving what I had set myself to do. So, I'm on this little flimsy tripod. There's two German Shepherds walking around with their toys, so you'll hear them. Let me see if I can show you one of them. Here's one of them. So you're gonna have to bear with me on that. But today, like I said, I have to come on here. I want to do this 31-day end of the year video challenge where I'm just coming on here daily. I don't really have a topic for today, so I just wanted to talk about my intentions for this channel. My own personal goal that I set myself and what I want to do. As we discussed before, I'm not going to do all the bells and whistles and try to hook people and try to give you a fake person. If I come on here, I'm just going to talk to you how I am. And one of my goals has always been to help people. I love helping people. Sometimes it's awesome to get something back in return, but when you help people, you don't really look for something in return. If they say thanks, then that's awesome. If they give you a like or a comment, then that's perfect too. Sorry, this thing's kind of a little crooked, so I'm gonna try to adjust it without it falling. But like I said, I've always liked helping people. And for me, this has been a great journey. For me, it's about getting better. It's about talking more effectively. And that's my goal. You know, if I get people to follow me on this channel, even better. If I start to reach people and it starts to help them in some way, some kind of form, then perfect. But this whole 31 days has made me step out of my comfort zone and speak better. It's helped me be more effective. We have a podcast. We've been building a studio, and it's been taking about a year now because I wanted to get it perfect. But then once we finished the shell of everything, we had everything painted, I'm like, hey, you know what? I did all this work, but I still stumble on words. I still get nervous on camera. I still get that anxiety. Because like I said, I've always been behind the camera. My wife has been the face of our company for years, and I've always been in the background. But I've always wanted to come forward. When I go to church on Sundays, they're delivering the word, and I'm hearing them deliver a word to you, but I'm also looking at them and seeing how they're working the crowd, how they're speaking eloquently. I grew up in the rough side of San Antonio. My mom's white, my dad's Mexican, so I grew up with that Chicano talk, and it's been hard for me to try to get past that. Especially speaking English and Spanish, sometimes your words get mixed up and jarbled. But I've always wanted to be able to communicate. I don't want to lose sight of who I am. I don't want to portray someone that I'm not. I don't want to become someone that I'm not. I want to be authentic and as real as I can. And it's made me realize that, you know what? I don't have to be perfect. I can be as natural as I am. I can speak how I speak. It's not going to be for everybody. Even if I spoke beautifully, if I had the right words, if I delivered and I paused and I used my hands more and stuff like that, if someone doesn't like you or they don't, I guess, connect with you, it doesn't matter what you say, how you say it. So there goes the dogs. Now the crows flying by. It's weird, in Mexico there's so much noise. I was walking around and just taking it all in, It's a beautiful thing. And I thought I'd just sit out here and just talk, despite everything else that's in the background. I was listening to another speaker the other day, and they said that it doesn't matter what you do on these videos, as long as, or your video doesn't have to be perfect, as long as they can see you clearly and they can hear you clearly. And that's what I'm going to focus on. Back on the podcast, we have a relaunch. We're going to be relaunching in January, and I'm going to go strong. But like I said, I have to get better at this. I have to come on here daily. I have to preach or do what I preach, if I tell people to, hey, stay focused, stay, do this, do that, do this, and I don't do it myself, I mean, it doesn't sit well, you know? It's like someone can't tell someone to quit something if they're not quitting it themselves. No one can tell you to go in the gym if they're not going to the gym. If you look at them and they're overweight, and you're like, well, I mean, it didn't work for you. So I'm a firm believer that even if you don't want to come on here, or if you don't have anything to talk to or talk about, just come out, just talk. Just, nothing has to be perfect, you know? You can just come out here and just have a full conversation. I think that I like realness of everything. I like documentaries. When I scroll through like Netflix and stuff like that, I love documentaries. I love when a camera moves and shakes or something's not planned. When I look for speakers, I don't look for people that try to hook me. I can see right through that. And I don't want to be that way. I want to be just myself. I want to come on here and just speak. Like I said, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But at least I'm trying. And the same thing with your goals for next year. Don't wait. Start now. You know? There's no reason to start on January 1st and then have a hard time and fail. I always think to myself, I'm like, you know what? I don't need to do these videos. I'm just going to launch in January, but I need to do these videos. I need to be able to work on the fly, especially on a podcast. If you have a podcast, there's so many things that just change, and you got to be able to adapt. If you're interviewing somebody, you got to learn how to interview that person, and if they ask you a question, not stumble on your words. You got to be able to move quickly, speak fast, or speak in a manner that goes with the flow. And that's my whole purpose. I have no other purpose than that. If YouTube starts throwing my videos out there, great. If it helps people, perfect. But these are for me. You know, these videos are just to make myself better, not to get famous, not anything like that. It's just, I'm starting to love coming on here. It's like a daily therapy for me. It's made me think of things more when I'm thinking, okay, what do I want to come on here and talk about? Using my life experiences, using what I've learned through life, and try to relay that through here on, I'm using a cell phone right now. And that's another thing. You don't have to wait to have everything perfect. You don't have to have all the fancy cameras. You know, I got $3,000 cameras. I got a bunch of that stuff, but I don't need it. Not right here. Not while I'm on the road. I have lighting at the house. You know, I got all these huge soft boxes and stuff like that. I got all the technology that I can use. But like I said, you can't polish a turd. If you can't talk right, you can't hold a conversation. None of that stuff matters. If you're building a car, you know, you can't work on the car on the outside, build the frame, build the whole body, and then leave the motor as it is. If it's all busted up or locked and sealed, it's not gonna work. So anyways, I hope this message, you liked it. I stumble on my words there, see? I can go back and just cut that. I'm gonna leave it all in there and just, you know, hope for the best. But that's my story for today. That's this video for today. If it was for you, awesome. If you like what you see, drop a comment. Leave me your own thoughts. Leave me things you want me to talk about. Give me insight, tips. You know, I'm always open. So, but that's all I got for today. I got to run inside, take a shower, and get ready for whatever else we got going on tonight. So, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. You tune in. Deuces.